achieve.
Yeah.
Is that what you want to achieve?
Yes, correct. There are two things. First of all, my desire to be governor of Kogi State is not as a result of my dad pushing me. I'm standing on my own track record.
You still want to stand on the shoulder of the giant?
Correct.
Absolutely. Your dad is still very popular in Kogi.
Yes, he is. He's very popular.
But that didn't show in the primary election because you came a distant fourth.
Yes.
In that election.
Just as a point of correction, the primary election was a complete sham. I was...
Because you came fourth?
No, not because I came fourth, because no primary elections held.
But we saw some videos, and we had a reporter on the ground, and you saw the governor. I mean, that is the moment where Usman Ododo was declared winner. So when you say he was a sham means that it wasn't properly done. But when you say there is no election, it means something totally different.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is that 95% of all the wards, there are 239 wards in Kogi State, 95% of all the wards across Kogi State, no elections held. What happened was they just basically doctored some areas where they lined up some people in some wards. They gathered them, covered it on video, and made it appear like there was a credible electoral process. Unfortunately, there was no primary election. I was in my polling unit, for example, for more than 6 hours. I came there at 8 a.m. I left at 2 p.m. at the closure of the electoral process. Unfortunately, there were hundreds of people and thousands of people across my wards and polling units that were there ready to vote. The 7 of us that eventually went to the field, I would have won decisively. In fact, I was positioned to win about 75% of the votes based on, my campaign organization, some of the survey, that we did across the wards. But unfortunately, the results were written.
Written by who?
So what had happened was the executive chairmen of the local governments were given the electoral materials, which they diverted to their various hideouts, and in conjunction with the state government, they wrote the results.
These are results, and so you're saying that these results were manipulated?
Correct.
Is that what you mean?
Yes, these results were manipulated. It's not a true reflection of the will of the people.
The election was rigged.
Is that what I mean? I would say rigged is an overstatement. Rigged assumes that there was elections in the generality of the places. However, there were only elections, like I said, 95% of all the wards and local governments, there was no election. So there were just elections in scanty areas, in 1 or 2 places where elections held, and the government of the day pretended as if there was an election.